Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Scorpio, we're going to look at November 2022 for you. It's coming up. It's just a few days away. Maybe it's just around the corner, depending on when you're coming to this video. We're going to look at career, projects, and money, your personal relationships, and the area of your greatest growth for you in November of 2022. Let's get started, Scorpio. I'm using a combination deck of my Wizard's Tarot and my Steampunk Tarot. I have the teeny tiny Everyday Witch, if you so need it. If you so, yeah. Well, I guess more like if I do, isn't it? Because I'm a run reading the cards. So if we need it, we've got it on the side here, Scorpio. And we probably will, because I always like to look a little more deeply than what we're seeing on the surface. It's so weird. As I'm shuffling it, I can't help but notice that every landing of the card, up until I said something now, of course, was Steampunk Tarot. Funny how they're trying to segregate themselves from one another. Scorpio. Career, projects, and money. You have the Chariot, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Death card. Personal relationships, you have Nine of Wands, King of Swords, Six of Pentacles. Your area of greatest growth, the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. What do you got going on? You're burning up something and creating something else. That's what you're doing. You have the Hermit at the bottom. Boy, you're doing an awful lot for someone that's not being seen much. The Hermit. Just a second, because there's a lot going on here. And there's a lot of characters on the table. All right. Yeah. And then, okay. Okay, I'm going to look at your personal, I'm just going to push this up. All right, because it's very, very apparent to me that something to do with career, projects, and money in your area of greatest growth. Don't worry, it doesn't mean that personal relationships aren't important. They are. There's something here, but I just need to push it up because these two are somehow connected. And they have something to do with breaking something down, moving out of something, closing something off, and then recreating that all over again. But like in a totally different way. I'm thinking, I can't really see how this was built over here. Like, and I can only see you like dismantling it. And then over here though, I see you building it. And you're building it on some pretty powerful energy. You're building it on the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. This is like, I have all the funds at my disposal to do this, and I shall do it the way I want to do it. So help me God. I don't know, right? King of Pentacles. I mean, how much do you need to do this, honey? All right, let's do it. And how do you want it to look? I want it to look just like I want it to look. No other way. And it's the Ten of Pentacles. But over here, like you're breaking down the Ten of Pentacles. You're moving the Ten of Pentacles. Maybe it's even just a concept. I don't know. There's a lot of ways this could come in. It could be a project you have in your home. Like you could be like, maybe you have a lot of money. If you have tons of money, you don't know what to do with it. Like, I redid my kitchen. I don't like it. Take it all apart and redo it again. Like, it's probably not that for you, but it's kind of showing up in the cards like that. But this becomes an area of great growth for you. So whatever part of your life this is, I mean, maybe it's work. Maybe you are quickly going in a direction here and you're like, screw this shit. I'm at the top of my game. I've made the most that I can, but this is not what I want or how I want to do it. So we're going to burn it up and I'm going to do it all over again. But you do it all over again and you almost end up instantly where you were. At least in terms if we wanted to look at like an achievement scale. Like, I don't want to say you're just ending up where you were before, because no, this is a really powerful energy force that's creating something over here. So, yeah, it's a death and a rebirth. Very suitable for Scorpio. It's a death and a rebirth. Almost inevitable too, with the Chariot and the Death card. You have major arcana coming up. There's no major arcana over here in the area of growth, which I kind of like, because that sort of to me means, well, it's coming from you. These are energies that the universe is giving you to work with, and you decide whether you want to take them or not. And if you do take them, how much you're going to use them, you know, and you're using them. You must be using them successfully, because you're getting yourself a 10 of Pentacles again. All right, so now that we've kind of looked at that briefly, I could see how those two were connected, and I really wanted to go in there. Personal relationships. Oh, what kind of relationship is this? The Nine of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. This is funny. I mean, this could be a relationship you have with a banker. This could be a relationship you have with some sort of professional, I would say, with the King of Swords, right? But it's a long, tiring relationship with the Nine of Wands. Kind of reminds me, like, if I wasn't seeing the Six of Pentacles, because I was just in last week and had more work done on what's going on here, and it's just bothering me a little bit because there's stuff on the inside of my palette that's bothering my tongue. But you know, like, this has been going on for some 2+ years now, and it's getting really tiring with the Nine of Wands. But I don't think it's that for you, because it's the Six of Pentacles. It's a relationship you have with someone. It could even be a relationship you have with someone at work, but it's affecting you personally. It has something to do here with, you know, how much you're being given, or how much you're giving out. It seems very technical. It seems very technical in terms of giving it up, right? Like the King of Swords, it's almost like you see this big sword, so he cuts up the pie and he splits it up. And in the Six of Pentacles is, you know, passing it out. Well, there's your half, Scorpio. There you go. But the Nine of Wands is like, when do I get my real piece of the pie? Please, sir, when do I get my pie? So I don't know. We got to clarify. You have some really interesting, I don't know what you're up to. I like it. It's different. I'm going to go here first. I'm going to clarify these sort of together. Okay, this is, okay, career, projects, and money. You could honestly either be moving, like physically moving out of a home. That's done, burning that up. You could be moving, or like work. It could be. You could be like quickly changing a job position, and you just as quickly find yourself in a new one, and you're in the same position. Like, let's say you're the CFO of a company. You're the CFO over here too, but there's something really different about, you really get to bring in your personality and all the experience you've got from the past is coming in here. Like, you don't skip a beat. You don't skip a beat in this transfer of this death and rebirth. So the Chariot. The Chariot. The King of Cups. The Justice card. The Ace of Swords. Oh, the Knight of Cups. All right, all right. This is something coming, like, you know what? This is almost like listening to your internal guidance system here. And I feel like you're finding something, you know. What I feel like you're finding is kind of the truth within your heart. The truth within your heart about what it is that you want here. You're balancing this because you have swords with cups. So it's kind of your mind and your heart agreeing on something. You know what? Yeah, let's do it. So what is this Ten of Pentacles? What is this Ten of Pentacles? The Nine of Swords. This place is a headache. It's a headache, man. It's just get you thinking too much about shit. So yeah, you need to end it. The Death card. The Eight of Swords. The Four of Pentacles. The Seven of Swords. whatever this is, it's probably a good thing to dismantle, like as I'm looking at it. So this place symbolizes feeling kind of trapped, feeling like you don't know everything that's going on in this situation. You probably, maybe it keeps you up at night thinking about shit, but you're definitely, so you're kind of hitting it all head on. Let's just go with it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it now. It really honestly makes me feel like someone who would be a CEO or a CFO, or because it's 10 of Pentacles. And then with the King of Pentacles, you know, it could even be you. You could be working somewhere and you've really had enough of that shit. You've really had enough. I'm just going in circles here. I feel trapped in this manner this week, and then next week I feel trapped in that manner. I'm not really, I've hit a bit of a ceiling here. I'm not really growing as abundantly as I really think that I should be able to. It doesn't seem like what they tell me about what is keeping me in place is really the truth. It always seems to change from week to week. This could be even like two, whoops, because the Queen of Wands is sort of like a very creative entrepreneurial spirit. So it's like, you know, I've had enough of this, and you take all the clients, like you don't even take them. They ask where you went. They ask where you went. Where did you go? And they follow you because you're hit. Like, it's like you don't miss a step here. You don't miss a beat. It reminds me a little bit, actually, it's funny too, because you have the King of Swords. My own doctor, she changed offices, and it's a little bit further now for me, but I really like her. So I'm going to drive. I have been, to go and see her. But the office that she left, I'm getting like a really good perspective on what her personality truly is and what the office setting really was. I really liked her, but sometimes I questioned like sort of I don't know, just how things were playing out there. But now I see that it was all the office, because she is so different at this new place. She's very relaxed, very flowing. I don't have any of the feelings that I had at this other office, but like I went looking for her, and that the other place didn't seem to like that. They made it very difficult for me to transfer my records, or they made it seem like it was very, very difficult for me to do that. Like, it was crazy what they were saying. I thought, what the, this is like 1968? Like, what the fuck? But then when I went to see her, she's like, oh no, I have all your records because you signed this form. I'm like, well, I thought that's how it went. But like, you know what I mean? I'm saying like, this is almost like that. Like, I was like, no. It's not so much this office, it's you. Like, I want to follow you. And then the King of Pentacles here, like, you're still on top, baby. You're still on top, Scorpio. And the Queen of Wands is like, you're doing it the way you want to do it. She doesn't even wear a white lab coat anymore. I love that. It's just like so cold, right? Like, it's so cold and old fashioned. She's still very professional. She's still on her game. Queen of Wands, honey. So that is kind of, I want to say that's the archetype of what I'm seeing in these two piles, is like my doctor who moved offices. And 10 of Pentacles, like still got a space. All these people are coming in, looking for you. Yeah. No, let's see. King of Pentacles. King of Swords. 9 of Cups. Oh, the World. And the 2 of Swords. Okay, now. Because you already got the King of Swords down here with personal relationships, right? This could be a workspace relationship. This whole thing is coming together now. Because this King of Swords was somehow connected to, you know, some sort of wish or dream that you had for yourself. The World card, that's over. That's over. And the 2 of Swords, it's almost like now you have different ways of you got to follow your intuition. That's what you got to do. And that is what you have to do. So this relationship here with the 9 of Wands and the King of Swords and the 6 of Pentacles, it very much could be talking about a boss or some sort of scenario, some sort of professional entity energy that is kind of saying like what you get here with the 6 of Pentacles. So it could feel like you weren't getting paid enough somewhere. You weren't getting paid enough. You were being told like there was no room to move up right now. But then you just found out, you know, 2 days after that, that Bob next door in the cubicle beside you just got promoted into what you were talking to your boss about for the last 3 years. It's like, what the fuck? So you're making your own dreams happen here. That's what you're doing. You're making your own dreams happen here without, like, screw any outside sources. Screw that. The Queen of Wands. Right off the table. You do it however you do it. Ace of Cups. 5 of Swords. Queen of Pentacles. Oh! What's going on here? You got a whole new feeling. Okay. You're switching energy. You're moving through energy quite quickly in November. Quite quickly. Okay. It's like the dynamic, energetic, and like entrepreneurial, live on the edge a bit energy is like, it's feeding off of an Ace of Cups. Like, I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to do what I want to do. Just like that, right? And then it gets you where you need to go. And then you cut that out. And okay, now that we're here, we need to make sure we have the filing system, the Queen of Pentacles, in place. We have the filing system in place. And we have a schedule. Yeah. That's what I mean. You're cycling through energy pretty quick here. And you're using it to the best interest of you as you're going. And it's getting you the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah. Huh. That's curious. The 10 of Pentacles. There's a lot to be said about the 10 of Pentacles. The 3 of Wands. Okay. The Tower and the 5 of Cups. I like that. I feel like we're talking about another 10 of Pentacles over there. Oh, and now we have, there we go, 9 of Pentacles. Ah, yes. 9 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Okay. This 10 of Pentacles, maybe it's something you've even been trying to bring in for yourself. But it's almost like hitting a glass ceiling. You're not getting it. And you're not getting it, I think, because of some sort of outside rule, boss, policy. You know, it's tiring. Every day there's a different reason why this can't happen. So you come over here and you're like, screw this. My dreams are not hinged upon this outside source saying yay or nay. I need some interesting dynamic energy. I don't know if you're actually thinking that out or you're just doing it. Probably just doing it, right? So you want to really be on top of your game here with the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles actually could even be connected to what you're dealing with here. These could be like with the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords. These could definitely be two professionals. One of them could actually be like a boss, and the other one could be the person who sits in the government and makes these particular rules, or who is actually the CFO and makes particular budget rules or something. So you're like done with that. I'm just done with that, Scorpio is saying. The Two of Swords, I'm going with my intuition. Your intuition is telling you, bang on, you need to be creative about this. You need to go after what you want to go after. And you know what? If it feels good, then that's the right choice today. So that's what gets you going. But then once you get there, wherever there is, well, now we need to be practical again. We need to put on our practical hat and get things in order. Make a budget, plan everything, get the kids lunch, get the dog and the cat fed, clean the litter box. But you see, you're not pulling in. You're not even pulling in what you were originally trying to pull in before, which is interesting. That's the interesting thing to note over here. Because you were pulling something in, but unbeknownst to you, that was not going to be stable. You were probably getting some kind of hints about that because of all this energy. But no, that was not going to work out in the long run. And it's emotionally disappointing, but it's just like, I'm not going to sit in that for too long right now. You know what? I'm not going to sit in that for too long. And look, the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. It's really taking kind of some sort of matters into your own hands here. Oh, I didn't clarify that. Let's do that. Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands. Oh my God. The Sun with the Chariot. The Chariot. It's like always looking on the horizon. Always looking, always waiting. No, no, no. It's your dream. You want to fulfill your dream, and it's been connected to some things that seem like they have control over you in outside ways. So you're like, yeah, I like that. You're Queen of Wands in it, baby. I'm going to find a way through this. The King of Swords. Oh boy, this is interesting. You have the Star, the Ten of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the Three of Swords. Okay, I'll tell you right now, whatever this energy is, it's got more experience in whatever you're dealing with them in. I feel like you're kind of showing up as this Page of Pentacles, and it's like, yeah. If you're trying to bring sort of like divine truth into your life in some area here, it just gets like crushed with the Ten of Swords. But, you know, you might still be kind of wet behind the ears with it, but you're learning as you go. And then I think what you're also learning is, depending upon this outside source, it's heartbreaking because it's giving somebody else your power in a way. And what I like about this, it's like we talked about, it's cups and swords over here, like your emotions and your mind. And that's what the Three of Swords is kind of really about. The Six of Pentacles. The Fool and the Eight of Wands. Gosh, because this is a hard Eight of Wands too. So it's a new beginning, but it just never gets going the way you want it to go. You're finding a way to get it moving forward. It is kind of an awkward way to succeed at something, but I really think, well, I don't think you are. The cards are telling me you are succeeding in something. You're kind of dismantling over here. You're dismantling that. You're not, like my train, I said this for someone else this week. Your wagon is not hitched to this, this caravan anymore. You're finding a whole new way to get something going for yourself, Scorpio. You're forcing a rebirth for yourself somehow. Well, you got the Hermit here. I don't know, maybe you've been thinking a lot about stuff, contemplating the Hermit. The Ten of Wands. The Page of Swords. This is like observing a heavy burden. Observing a heavy burden. Are you looking at your life from the inside out or from the outside in, right? Like it's almost like observing a heavy burden. The Three of Cups. Sure, why not? Where did that come from? I don't know. Because honestly, it looks like you're cutting a lot of things out and you're finding your own path here. You look good doing it though, man. The Queen of Wands, that's an important thing. Look good doing it. Don't have to look disheveled or messy. That's interesting, Scorpio. Good for you. I'm going to go do the extended. In the extended, I'm going to look at the most unexpected change or changes for you in November of 2022. Thank you so much, Scorpio. Until next time, you be gentle with yourselves. Bye.